everybody. Well, I want to share with you what I have been up to and what my current dilemma is. Yes, I have yet another dilemma. So first of all, welcome to my channel. Thank you for all my returning subscribers, and thank you very much to anybody new that's stopping by. So first of all, I will give you an update. I have been working on my Lapbook all day. Well, I can't say every minute of the day, but at least 5 hours today, making ephemera for all the pockets and tucks and what have you. I set myself a goal earlier this week to try to finish this. And now I want to show you what my dilemma is. This is my dilemma. I have not even finished the ephemera in this side. There's some pieces in there, but I still have places that I need to add ephemera to. And as you can see, my book is not wanting to shut. The reason it's not wanting to shut is right here. These two spines. I made this spine and this spine 1/4 of an inch, and clearly they need to be bigger. You can see how that is? And then by the time you add this, it's not going to be able to shut. So after working on this for hours and hours and hours, I was feeling so optimistic, thinking I was going to have everything done. And I was originally, if you'll recall, on the fence about putting a journal in here. Well, this sort of solves that issue, but creates the other issue of what am I going to do once I get all the ephemera in here, because I think it's going to wear the spine out. I still have ephemera to put in here. I have a lot done on this side, but I still have ephemera to put in on this side and this side. So I've been giving this a lot of thought, and how can I rectify this situation? And I don't think there's an easy solution. Of course, I know these spines need to be enlarged. The problem is, of course, this is already glued down to this side. These pieces are already glued down to the other side. The same here. So it's, over here. So it's a matter of, if I remove these spines to enlarge them, I don't know how I would enlarge how I would attach a larger spine because of these, especially this side, because of the items already being secure to the backs. I could approach it from the front, or what I'm referring to as the front. This is actually the back cover, which I think I could work around the back cover on this side, but you need to attach on this side as well. So I think you can understand how disappointed I am at this point. So what I would say to anyone making a Lapbook, my original, the spine and these two pieces are from an original book, and then I added these spines and these covers. So to anybody making a Lapbook, do not make the same mistake I made. Make these spines wider. I think if these were like 1/2 inch rather than 1/4 of an inch, they would, number one, they're still going to be a little bit full, but I think it would work. I don't know, I'm just so disappointed. I was so happy with the way everything was coming out, and now I have this. So I've come up with I'm trying to come up with a couple options of what I can do to rectify the situation. My first instinct is to detach what I have added, because you're going to have to anyway, one way or the other. See if there's some way I could attach bigger spines here to keep the whole thing as one unit. If I can't, then the only other solution I've come up with is once I separate this piece and this piece, it's going to leave these and this, which this is the front of the cover, so I could make one journal. I could definitely put a journal in here, but it's only going to have these elements and the journal, which isn't bad. I don't think it's horrible. Lapbook, I don't know if I would count it as that, but so that's one option. Cut this off and utilize this. Add a journal. I have one journal. That would free this and this, and of course that would free that piece and this piece, which then I could add a spine and add another journal. I could basically make two journals out of this one unit. The one thing I haven't figured out, and I don't think it would be that hard to fix, is once I cut this off, I would have to do something about the edge of this and the edge of the back, you know, because that spine would be gone. I would have to do something to cover the edges, which wouldn't be a hard thing to do. So, my question to you all is, what would you do if you were in my situation right now? I am so disappointed. I was like working along today, and my goal today was to get all the ephemera done and then make a decision on if I was going to add like the traveler's notebook style elastic here to add a small journal. Well, that question has clearly been answered, but I was so optimistic thinking I'm going to be able to get this thing done. And then we ran into that. I just made a few, let me just show you a couple tags. That tag. I did all this morning, and for those of you that watch me, you know, a little notebook. You know how slow I craft, so when I say it took me 5 or 6 hours, it took me 5 or 6 hours. A tag for here. A little mini journal card, I guess, or tag. This is from when I was doing the 100-day project, and I made the faux rust. So I used a couple of those in here. This hasn't been stitched together yet, but I was going to do something to the cover, but I was going to make like a little mini journal for here. This tag, I added a, I can't think. Added a little jewelry loop there because I was going to add a charm on that. In these long pockets, I just added some of the paper for some more journaling space. I made, this isn't done yet, I don't think. I'm going to put a tab on it. Oh no. There we go. I made this. This is the back of a library card, library index card, the Guinness Book of Facts and Feats. So I was going to add a tab to that for this belly band. I really enjoyed making that one. So that was going to go there. This isn't finished yet, but one of the tags from Artie Maze's kit, I added a ticket here, in here. I added a little journal card. And I still have to make something for this little pocket here. I didn't do anything there yet. I just made a couple of, they're not done yet, but the envelopes from Artie Maze's kit. I was going to do one for here and one for the other side. On this side, and this isn't attached correctly. This is supposed to undo. This is normally under this flap. And then this holds this all closed. But I just stuck right here, and I don't know if that's staying there. But a Tim Holtz card. I was starting to make a tag out of that. That's not done. A journal card out of this. This isn't done yet. And then I still have a pocket here to put something in. But I don't know. It's going to be hard to cut this apart. But yet, at the same time, I've been thinking about it for a couple hours. If I don't, I mean, this is basically going to be useless because... Ooh, I wonder... No, be the same dilemma. Yeah. Had a thought there. It was not a good one. I still haven't made ephemera for these two places. This is another one of those faux rust. You can see I haven't backed that one yet. Haven't finished that. Haven't finished this tag. I was going to put an Artie Maze tag back here. Need to finish this little mini journal for there. In here, I just stuck a journaling card. This has the same paper, you know, for an added writing spot. I won't be able to shut that right now. I haven't done that. I stuck a tag there. I haven't completed it for there. In here, I made this little journal card, mini journal card, or tag, whatever you want to refer to it as, for there. I do. I'm all thumbs. There we go. And I still have to make something for the pocket here. Nothing for there yet. Nothing in there yet. Nothing there. And then this is the other Artie Maze envelope I was going to stick in this pocket. So, I know it may not look like much to y'all, but anybody that follows me knows I'm very slow at crafting, and I spent a lot of time this morning trying to make ephemera for this. I've wanted to get all my ephemera done so I can make a decision here. And then when I went to close it, to take a break, I was like, oh no, you have got to be kidding me. It is not going to close. And it's only going to get worse as I finish the ephemera in this and add ephemera here. So, please, if you have any suggestions, anybody, leave me a comment and let me know what you would do. If you would make 2 journals out of it, like I'm leaning towards, or if you have another solution. I know to make a bigger spines, I just don't know how I'm going to attach it without. See, all this stuff is attached. So I don't know how I would attach that spine to the 2 sides. I think it would have to be attached on the outside, but there's very little room there to do that, and I would be concerned of it holding, you know, because there's there's quite a bit here. So I just wanted to share what I have done and what my dilemma is, and looking for any suggestions anyone might have on what I could do to rectify this. But right now I think I'm leaning towards 2 separate journals, because this and this, yeah, I could make this into a different journal, make that into a different journal. I'm just disappointed because I really loved the way this was coming out. So I won't whine anymore. I hope that if you have some suggestions, you would leave them for me as options before I start the destruction. But that's what I've been doing today. The other thing I wanted to share with you, yesterday morning, I talked my husband into going yard sales with me. Excuse me, I needed a drink of coffee. And we only went to, I wrote 3 down. We actually only stopped at 2. And then we had a new Goodwill that opened here in town that I had never been to, and I wanted to check it out. And so we went there instead. I just want to show you, every place I went, I found craft things. So I got this set of Stampin' Up! Stamps for $1.99 from the Goodwill. Some of them I'll use, some of them I may not, but I'll use them at some point. So I got that for $1.99, hard to walk away from. I got this set from the Goodwill for $1.99, which once again, I really like this. I mean, there's, you know what I mean? You could make wax seals with some, do different things. So I got those for $1.99. That was from the Goodwill. And then from, oh, we did stop at another yard sale. I got this piece, a crochet doily. I figure I can cut my little rings out of that. That was only $1. I got all of these pieces from another yard sale. The lady said they came from parents or grandparents, had a big farmhouse. And these were some of the pieces from there. So I figured I can always use these. I was thrilled. I picked out a couple, and then before I left, she said, you know, if you want the whole stack, I'll give you the rest of them for $2. So for $4, I got all of these. Now, I would definitely be able to use the laces, you know, even with slow stitch and stuff. Use them in journals. So I was thrilled with that. I got all of these for $4. And then another one, I just picked up some music paper. But I mean, I spent a total of $13 and got all that. So I was very pleased with all that. I have not been anywhere, even to a craft store, nowhere. And I definitely had not been to like any flea markets or yard sales or anything like that this year. So yesterday morning I just had the need to get out of the house for a bit. And I thought, oh, I'll go to a couple yard sales. I'll see if there are any. And I looked up a couple, and then my husband came back from running errands, and I asked him if he'd want to go with me, and he wasn't too keen on it, but he went, and he said he enjoyed himself, you know, because it's like you never know what you're going to find. You never do. So anyway, that's my dilemma. Please let me know what you would do if my Lapbook situation was yours, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.